You guys brace yourself. We've been lied to. HGTV made everybody think that renovating their house was like easy and fun, and the only hiccup you're gonna have is like maybe you got the wrong tile. Let me help you. You want to tear down some walls, you want to bash in the countertops, you want to rip up some carpet like it owes you money. It's all rage therapy for like a $90,000 price tag. But is it actually worth it? My name is Harley Jay. I help people buy and sell real estate in San Diego, and my entire business is focused around creativity and taste. I have helped people renovate kitchens, bathrooms, home fitness centers, their garage, and I'm here to tell you that renovations can be a beast no matter how big or small the project. It's gonna cost more than you think, it's gonna take longer than you plan, and even if everything goes right, it still might not be the return you're looking for. This isn't meant to freak you out. I just wanna give you a few things to think about before you dive in, because you're gonna need patience and maybe a Xanax. There are 3 areas that are gonna give you the biggest bang for your buck. That's the kitchen, bathrooms, and curb appeal. And there are a few questions you need to ask yourself before you call the contractor, before you call the designer, and before you head to Home Depot. Number 1 is obvious. What's my budget? I like to try and think of it around $200 a square foot, but I'm gonna talk about that more in just a second. Number 2, is this for resale or for lifestyle? If it's for lifestyle, go nuts. Make the bathroom hot pink. If it's for resale, every decision needs to think about a future buyer and not your current mood. And then lastly, is this solving a problem, or are you chasing some design dream, like someone had a kitchen island the size of an aircraft carrier on TikTok and now you just gotta have it. Now here's a very ballpark idea of how I like to consider a budget. If you're trying to renovate a $500,000 home, the fixtures and furnishes and things like that are gonna be very different than a $5 million home. I like to think of it like this. 10% goes into design and permits, 25% goes into demo and labor, and if I'm being honest, that's usually a little bit higher, but I think that'll get you close. Materials like tile, appliances, flooring, etc. That's about 30% of your budget. Plumbing and electrical is gonna be 15%, and that's another one that can just skyrocket out of nowhere if you're not paying attention. And then you wanna have about 20% for some unexpected costs. I like to think a good rule of thumb is to add 20% to whatever your contractor tells you. And there are usually 3 ways that the budget gets way out of hand. Moving or adding plumbing, replacing electrical from 1960, and then reframing walls or replacing some DIY project your Uncle Arnold said looked easy and fun and could be done in an afternoon. If the words load-bearing or non-compliant electrical come up, prepare for your budget to meet God, unfortunately. This isn't meant to discourage anyone. Renovations can be great and they can be a real moneymaker. But to think that you can renovate an entire 5,000 square foot house in 3 weeks is wild. So if you have that planned and your in-laws are gonna come over to see the new house, you might wanna reschedule the plane ticket.